For those who love both lovebirds and budgies, you've probably wondered whether these two species can live together in the same cage? In this video, I'll share my experience on this matter. Lovebirds and budgies are both adorable pets and are popular choices for many bird lovers, but they have very different personalities. Budgies are gentle and friendly, while lovebirds are more aggressive and territorial. Therefore, keeping these two species together in one cage is a challenge and requires close monitoring from the owner. There are situations that you should absolutely not combine the two species. Cage size is not large enough. Do not combine these two species in small cages like the ones shown in these images. Lovebirds can be quite unpredictable and might attack budgies at any time, potentially leading to fatal outcomes. The two species haven't had time to get acquainted. Do not combine them if the lovebird and budgie haven't spent time together in the same space to get to know each other, as this could easily lead to conflicts. There are fewer budgies than lovebirds in the living space. Do not combine them if you have only a few budgies and an equal number of lovebirds. For example, one lovebird and one budgie, or two lovebirds and two budgies. Or if you have only 1 to 2 budgies among a group of 5 to 6 lovebirds. Due to their territorial nature, lovebirds may harm the budgies. My experience combining budgies and lovebirds in one living space. My flock of budgies and lovebirds includes 30 birds, 14 lovebirds, and 16 budgies. They all spend about 6 months interacting and getting to know each other before being placed in the same aviary. My aviary is a small setup with multiple feeding and playing areas. Although they seem to get along, some lovebirds tended to bully the budgies. Despite placing food and toys in different areas, the lovebirds still tended to take everything and only allowed the budgies to eat or play when they were no longer interested. Occasionally, some of my budgies had their feet bitten, resulting in bleeding or, in the worst cases, losing a toenail. They lived together for a month. I was worried about the budgies becoming stressed, so I eventually separated the two groups into different cages to ensure the safety of the budgies and to allow them to live happily and carefree, without fear of being bullied. Therefore, if you still want to combine these two species, you must ensure the following. The first. The cage must be large enough compared to the number of birds you have. With this cage size, you could only keep 1 to 2 lovebirds with your budgie flock. However, if you have a large flock of several dozen birds like mine, only a large aviary at least the size shown in this video would be safe for combining them. The second. The number of budgies must be greater than the number of lovebirds. You can combine them if you have only 1 to 2 lovebirds in a budgie flock of 8 to 10 birds or more. All of them need enough time to get to know each other and become friendly before being placed in the same living space. The third. The lovebirds in your flock must not be overly aggressive. Usually, hybrid lovebirds and those with a white eye-ring are more aggressive than non-eye-ringed lovebirds. The bullies in my aviary were all hybrids and eye-ringed birds. Therefore, if you want to combine the two species, non-eye-ringed lovebirds are a safer choice. And the last. Once they are combined in the same cage, you must frequently observe to see if the budgies are being bitten. If you notice a budgie has been bitten, you should immediately separate them, as this situation will likely repeat and could affect the budgie's health. So, if you have all of these conditions and have enough time to closely observe and ensure that the two species can live peacefully together, then this combination can be quite interesting. However, if you want to keep both lovebirds and budgies but don't have enough space for a large cage and don't have enough time to monitor them, you can keep them separately in 2 cages placed next to each other and allow them some out-of-cage time together in the same room. I think this is the safest way for the budgies. I hope that after this video, everyone has found the answer and will discover the best way to care for their pets. Thank you and see you again.